Looking to throw. Mitchell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Throw caught by Raymond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run the counter. It's Robinson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Mixing score, Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Mitchell. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8.
Here's Mitchell looking to throw on second down. That is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Mitchell. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mitchell now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And Cook has it, left side. Touchdown, Colts! Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From the 27, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw is Mitchell. To throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Mitchell throwing on first down. Campbell making the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on second and a yard. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lawrence will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Shark calls it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7.
Jaguars 21, Colts 7. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Mitchell. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mitchell to throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down now. It's Robinson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Man open is Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's Mitchell on 1st and 10. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here we go. 47 is the mic. 47.
To throw on second down, Mitchell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mitchell now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Second and 20. Back to throw. Mitchell. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. To throw is Mitchell on 3rd and 2. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They go play action now. Lawrence. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they're very